You might be amazed by our tiny neighbors. Did you know there are about 1 million ants for every person on Earth? That's right. With a global population exceeding 7 billion people, that puts the total number of ants at a staggering 7 quadrillion. If you pile up all those ants, their total weight is quite similar to the weight of all humans combined. Imagine that. While you might think of ants as mere nuisances, they actually play a vital role in our ecosystem. These tiny insects help break down organic matter, aerate the soil, and even assist in seed dispersal, which promotes plant growth. Ants come in all sizes and types, varying widely across the globe, from the tiny pharaoh ants to the hefty leafcutter ants. Each species has its own unique behaviors and societal structures, living in incredibly organized colonies. So next time you spot an ant, take a moment to appreciate its role in nature. With such a massive number of them coexisting with us, it's fascinating to think about how these little creatures impact our planet, isn't it? This might surprise you. Victoria Falls offers thrilling adventures. Nestled between Zambia and Zimbabwe, Victoria Falls is not just a stunning natural wonder, but also an adrenaline junkie's paradise. The falls showcase breathtaking scenery, including iconic bridges that provide a perfect view of the cascading water. One of the most exhilarating experiences is swimming in the Devil's Pool, a natural infinity pool right on the edge of the falls. For those seeking a deeper connection with nature, river safaris allow you to explore the Zambezi River's rich wildlife, where you can spot hippos, crocodiles, and a variety of birds. Want even more excitement? Whitewater rafting on the Zambezi is a must, as you'll navigate through challenging rapids that will leave you exhilarated. And if you're looking for a bird's-eye view, helicopter flights over the falls deliver an unforgettable perspective, showcasing the immense beauty and power of the water below. So, what adventure will you choose at Victoria Falls? Let's uncover the truth about the name Lee. Did you know that Lee is the most common surname in the world? With around 107 million people sharing this name, it stands out as a global favorite. The name has Chinese origins, where it is written as Lee, and it often reflects cultural significance linked to heritage and family. In stark contrast, Smith takes the crown as the most common surname in the United States, landing just to 130th on the global scale. The name Smith is rooted in English tradition, originally describing a blacksmith or metalworker, showcasing how occupations often influence family names. While Lee thrives across numerous countries and cultures, representing a shared identity for millions, Smith's popularity reveals how naming conventions can vary widely based on geography and history. The next time you meet someone with either surname, you'll appreciate the rich stories these names carry. What other names do you think have interesting histories? Did you know that volcanoes can threaten civilization? Scientists estimate that the next civilization-threatening volcanic eruption could happen in about 17,000 years. Imagine a powerful explosion that unleashes around 1 teraton, which is a staggering trillion tons, of pyroclastic material. When a volcano erupts, it can send ash and gas high into the atmosphere, affecting air travel and even weather patterns worldwide. This massive release of debris can block sunlight and lead to a so-called volcanic winter, where temperatures drop dramatically. History shows us how catastrophic such eruptions can be, like the eruption of Mount Tambora in 1815, which caused severe climate anomalies. While 17,000 years may seem far off, it's a reminder of Earth's unpredictable nature and how we need to be aware of geological risks. What can we do to prepare for such powerful forces of nature? What if I told you bears have secret names? Many European languages shy away from directly calling a bear by its name due to ancient superstitions. Instead, they've crafted clever euphemisms like the brown one, Mr. Brown, or even he who eats honey. This practice stems from a deep-rooted belief that naming such a powerful creature could attract its attention or bring bad luck. Just think about it. The awe and fear that bears inspired in our ancestors led them to treat this majestic animal with caution. These euphemisms not only reflect the relationship humans have with nature, but also show how language evolves from cultural beliefs. It's fascinating to see how a single animal can reshape the way people converse, isn't it? So next time you hear someone mention a bear using one of these charming names, remember the powerful history behind it. Did you know over 70% of oceans are suffering? By 2005, scientists reported that an alarming portion of our oceans was experiencing distress, marking a troubling trend for marine health. The impacts stem from a variety of harmful activities, including overfishing, pollution, and climate change. As we dump plastic waste and chemicals into the sea, ecosystems struggle to survive. Coral reefs, home to countless species, are particularly affected, with many showing signs of bleaching due to rising water temperatures. Not only does this devastation threaten marine life, but it also impacts the people who depend on oceans for food, jobs, and recreation. As stewards of this vast blue habitat, we face a crucial challenge. How do we reverse this damage and ensure a healthy ocean for future generations? Efforts are underway, but it takes collective action from everyone to make a meaningful difference. Here's what actually happens when comets swing by Earth. Comets are fascinating celestial travelers with orbits that can take decades or even centuries to complete. Some are short-period comets, making a return visit every few years, while others take their sweet time. Imagine these icy bodies as time capsules, holding clues about how our solar system formed billions of years ago. When a comet nears the sun, it heats up, releasing gas and dust that create a beautiful glowing tail. But that's not all. As Earth journeys through space, it encounters trails of debris that comets leave behind, resulting in spectacular meteor showers. The Perseids, for example, are a dazzling display occurring every August as our planet passes through a comet's debris trail. These shooting stars are remnants of ancient comets. It's like witnessing tiny pieces of history falling through our sky. So the next time you see a meteor shower, think of these cosmic messengers from the past. Did you know sea levels are not flat worldwide? This fascinating fact stems from the Earth's rotation and varying gravitational forces. As our planet spins, it causes a slight bulging at the equator due to centrifugal force, making sea levels a bit higher there compared to the poles. Additionally, underwater mountains, valleys, and even the Earth's gravitational pull can change how much water sits in different areas. For example, regions with stronger gravity pull more water towards them, creating local high spots in the sea level. So while we often think of the oceans as one flat surface, they're actually a dynamic and uneven landscape influenced by a variety of natural forces. This unevenness is why scientists use satellite measurements to track sea level changes accurately, and it highlights the complex interactions between gravity and Earth's shape. Discover the greatness of the Roman Empire's vast reach. At its peak, the Roman Empire was one of the largest empires in history, stretching across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. This incredible empire had its heart in Rome, often called the Eternal City due to its enduring significance and rich history. Imagine a city bustling with gladiators, philosophers, and emperors, all under the aegis of impressive architecture like the Colosseum and the Pantheon. The empire's influence spread through roads, trade, and culture, connecting diverse peoples and fostering advancements in law, engineering, and art. Many of the ideas and systems we use today can trace their origins back to this remarkable civilization. So the next time you hear about the Roman Empire, think of its grand map and how it shaped the world we live in today. What echoes of Rome do we still experience in our lives? Can you imagine surviving a plane crash in the Amazon? Julienne Kopech's astonishing tale of survival is one for the ages. When her plane went down in 1971, she found herself alone in the dense and dangerous Amazon rainforest. Despite her injuries, Julienne displayed incredible resilience and resourcefulness. With no food or shelter, she managed to navigate her way through the thick jungle, battling hunger, exhaustion, and wild animals. For 11 grueling days, she trekked through the underbrush, relying on her instincts and the occasional rainwater for hydration. Amazingly, she survived by staying focused on finding help, even after facing numerous challenges. Her determination paid off when she finally stumbled upon a small village, where locals helped her recover. Julienne's experience teaches us about the power of human spirit and the will to survive against all odds. What could you do in such a situation? Check out the fun Hadouken in photography trend. This might surprise you. Hadouken in is a quirky Japanese photography movement that takes its inspiration from the popular video game Street Fighter. The name comes from the Hadouken move, where characters launch an energy blast towards their opponents. In this trend, participants capture playful poses as if they're being hit by this imaginary blast, resulting in hilarious and creative photos. Social media has propelled the Hadouken in trend to fame, with people of all ages getting involved. Whether it's friends striking poses on the street, families getting in on the laughter, or even pets posing dramatically, the images spark joy and spontaneity. The charm lies in the combination of humor and artistry, allowing individuals to express themselves while having a blast. Plus, it encourages creativity as each photo captures a unique spin on the idea. So, if you're looking for a fun way to spice up your Instagram feed, why not try out your own Hadouken in shot? Can you imagine a giant rock stuck since ice ages? Kjeragbolten is that incredible rock found in Kjerag, Norway, firmly wedged between two cliffs. This remarkable geological feature has held its position since the last ice age, standing as a testament to the Earth's dynamic history. Formed by glacial activity, Kjeragbolten offers a unique glimpse into how climate changes sculpted our landscapes over thousands of years. The rock itself weighs an estimated 1,000 tons and hangs about 1,000 meters above the Lysfjorden Fjord, which makes it a popular spot for adventurous visitors seeking thrilling photos. Its presence reminds us of the powerful forces of nature and how, even today, they shape our planet. Standing there looking out over the breathtaking scenery, you can't help but wonder what the Earth looked like when glaciers were carving the valleys just like this one. Have you ever seen a sunrise that lasts months? At the North Pole, this is more than just a dream. It's a unique reality. March 21st marks the day when the sun makes its grand entrance after being absent for half a year. This phenomenon is due to the tilt of the Earth's axis, which causes the poles to experience extreme variations in daylight. Once the sun rises, it stays above the horizon for 6 whole months, providing continuous daylight that can be mesmerizing and disorienting. From that moment until September 21st, the North Pole is bathed in sunlight, creating a dramatic landscape where the sun circles the sky without ever setting. Imagine how different life would be with day after day of sunshine. This incredible natural event showcases the wonders of our planet and reminds us of the unique characteristics of different regions. Can you picture enjoying endless days of daylight? Why does Indiana Jones face a giant stone ball? This thrilling scene features a giant stone ball that weighs over a ton, adding real excitement to the movie. The filmmakers used fiberglass to create this massive prop, ensuring it looked like an ancient relic while being much lighter and easier to move. To make it seem like the ball was rolling at high speed, the special effects team cleverly rolled it backward during filming. This creative technique tricks the viewer's eye, enhancing the action and tension in that unforgettable chase scene. The iconic moment has become a hallmark of the Indiana Jones franchise, symbolizing adventure and danger. Imagine being chased by such a massive object. The combination of artistry and design and clever filming techniques demonstrates how movie magic often brings thrilling moments to life while keeping safety in mind. It's just one of the many reasons fans adore this action-packed series. Did you know owls' eye colors reveal their habits? The color of an owl's eyes is not just for show, it actually provides insight into their hunting preferences. For instance, dark brown-eyed owls are masters of nighttime hunting, using their keen vision to navigate in the dark. Meanwhile, orange-eyed owls prefer to hunt at dawn and dusk, taking advantage of those twilight hours when other creatures are active. On the other hand, yellow-eyed owls are the daytime predators, thriving in the bright light as they search for food. This amazing evolutionary trait helps them blend into their environments while hunting, making them better at catching prey. Next time you spot an owl, take a moment to observe its eye color. It could tell you whether that feathered friend prefers the dark of night, the magic of twilight, or the light of day. Guess what really drives the universe's distance measurements? A light year measures distance, not time, representing the incredible journey light takes across the cosmos. 1 light year equals about 9.5 trillion kilometers, or nearly 6 trillion miles. So when we say a galaxy is 10 million light years away, it means the light from that galaxy left it 10 million years ago. This fascinating concept helps us understand just how vast and dynamic our universe is. Light travels at an astonishing speed of about 216,792 kilometers per second, or about 186,282 miles per second, which sounds fast until you realize that in the grand scheme of space, even that speed takes years to cover huge distances. Imagine looking up at a galaxy and realizing you're actually seeing it as it was millions of years ago. This perspective opens up a whole new way to think about time, distance, and our place in the universe. Hard to believe, but why exactly do Arctic foxes change their coats? The Arctic fox isn't just cute. It's one of nature's most perfectly dressed survivalists. These remarkable animals change their fur twice a year to adapt to their harsh environment. In summer, their fur is thin and brownish gray, perfectly blending with the rocks and tundra. When winter arrives, they transform into a dense, snowy white coat that traps heat and reflects the icy light surrounding them. This adaptation is crucial for survival, as this incredible fur is so well insulated that Arctic foxes don't start shivering until temperatures plummet below 50-degree ice. Their paws are equally impressive, covered in fur that acts like snow boots, helping them grip slippery surfaces while conserving body heat. This seasonal change offers more than just camouflage. It enables the Arctic fox to remain active and hidden across vastly different landscapes without migrating or hibernating. It proves that evolution crafts the most elegant solutions, sewing a survival strategy into a single changing coat that's as beautiful as it is functional. Is it really true that Brian Berg built a card mansion? Yes, it's true. Brian Berg, famously known as the Ace of Cards, has an incredible skill for stacking playing cards into magnificent structures. Imagine constructing a towering mansion made entirely of cards. In 1992, Brian set a world record with a breathtaking 14.4-foot-tall house of cards. His creativity and precision shine through in each unique structure he creates, transforming a simple deck into astonishing works of art. Using nothing but gravity and ingenuity, he brings a childhood pastime to life, captivating audiences worldwide. From intricate castles to impressive spirals, every formation showcases his patience and talent. Whether you're a casual card player or a fan of impressive feats, Brian's extraordinary card constructions remind us of the magic in everyday objects. So the next time you pick up a deck of cards, think about the possibilities. Did you know about Yokozuna's legendary wrestling career? The larger-than-life wrestler, whose real name was Rodney Anoa'i, made a mighty impact in professional wrestling during the 1990s. Standing at an impressive 6 feet 4 inches and weighing over 500 pounds, Yokozuna captivated audiences with his unique fighting style, which combined agility and strength. He stormed into WWE, capturing the World Championship title twice, making him one of only a few superstars to achieve such a feat at that time. Fans loved his signature moves, like the Banzai drop and the Samoan drop, which showcased both his size and skill. Yokozuna's character drew from his Samoan heritage, adding depth to his persona and making him a beloved figure in wrestling history. Sadly, his life was cut short in 2000, but his legacy endures in the wrestling world, inspiring new generations of fans and athletes alike. Discover the enchanting heart-shaped island of Galesnjak. This stunning little island in Croatia captures hearts with its distinct shape that closely resembles a heart. Nestled in the Adriatic Sea, Galesnjak is often referred to as Lover's Island due to its romantic look and beautiful scenery, making it a hidden gem for couples and adventurers alike. Although it spans just a few acres, its lush greenery and crystal-clear waters create a captivating backdrop, ideal for sailing, photography, or simply soaking in nature's charm. The island has no permanent residence, which means visitors can find tranquility far from the hustle and bustle of city life. If you're feeling adventurous, consider visiting this picturesque spot to explore its trails or enjoy a peaceful picnic, while surrounded by breathtaking views. Who wouldn't want to share a special moment at a place shaped like a heart? Prepare to be amazed by China's steam railway history. In 1988, China witnessed a significant turning point when the last commercial steam locomotives were retired. These incredible machines had played a vital role in transforming the landscape of travel and industry for over a century. Steam locomotives were more than just modes of transport. They symbolized progress, connecting cities and facilitating trade. For many, the rhythmic sound of a steam engine chugging along the tracks brings nostalgia and memories of simpler times. The phasing out of these locomotives marked the end of an era, as diesel and electric trains took over, offering faster and more efficient options. Yet steam locomotives remain in the hearts of many railway enthusiasts, and some can still be seen at heritage railways. Isn't it fascinating how these powerful giants of the past shaped modern transport? Hard to believe, but Zulia has a stunning natural wonder. This region in Venezuela is home to an incredible atmospheric phenomenon known as the Catatumbo lightning. Situated where the Catatumbo River meets Lake Maracaibo, this extraordinary occurrence generates around 260 lightning strikes per hour on average, creating a spectacular light show that lasts for almost 10 hours each night. The unique geography of Zulia, with its warm air rising and colliding with the cooler air from the lake, forms the perfect conditions for this natural fireworks display. Not only is it a breathtaking sight for locals and tourists alike, but it's also a vital source of inspiration for the area's culture, folklore, and even art. Scientists are intrigued by the phenomenon, studying it to understand its impact on weather patterns and climate. Why does this incredible display happen? And how does it impact Zulia's ecosystem? Guess what inspired Aladdin's original design? This fascinating tidbit reveals that the iconic character from Disney's animated film was initially crafted with features resembling those of Hollywood superstar Tom Cruise. Imagine a young hero with the charm and charisma of Cruise, transporting audiences into the magical world of Agrabah. The creative team behind Disney made bold choices when adapting the classic Middle Eastern folktale, considering how modern audiences would relate to the character. The decision to draw on Tom Cruise's likeness speaks volumes about the blending of cultures and influences in animation. While later iterations of Aladdin veered away from this inspiration, the early design showcases the unique interplay between Western celebrity and traditional storytelling. It's not just about looks. Character design plays a significant role in how audiences connect with a story. So the next time you watch Aladdin, remember that this charming street rat was once envisioned through the lens of a star. Isn't it interesting how animation combines different influences to create something magical? Hard to believe, but light takes 1 billion seconds to arrive. This mind-boggling journey begins with a star located 31.7 light-years away from Earth. Imagine that, traveling at the speed of light, which is nearly 300,000 kilometers per second. The light from this far-off star takes a whopping 1 billion seconds, almost 31 years, to reach us. When we gaze at stars in the night sky, we aren't just seeing them as they are now. We're actually looking back in time. The light we observe today left the star a long time ago, showing us the universe as it was decades or even centuries back. That means if a star went supernova, we wouldn't know it for another 31 years. Each twinkle in the sky tells a unique story from the past, reminding us that the cosmos is full of wonders waiting to be explored. How cool is it to think that every time we look up, we're peeking into history? What if I told you Europe's tallest peak is in Slovenia? Standing at an impressive 2,164 meters, Triglav is not just the highest point in Slovenia, but also a beloved landmark for adventure seekers. Nestled in the stunning Julian Alps, this majestic mountain draws thousands of hikers, climbers, and adrenaline junkies each year. With well-marked trails and breathtaking views, Triglav offers something for everyone, from beginners to seasoned pros. The climb to the summit can be challenging, but the thrill of reaching the top is simply unforgettable. Visitors often bask in the beauty of surrounding glacial lakes and lush valleys, making this region a hotbed for outdoor activities like paragliding, mountain biking, and skiing in the winter months. So whether you're an extreme sports enthusiast or just want to soak in nature's grandeur, Triglav is waiting for you. Most people don't know this, but cattle pastures are vast. Over 1/3 of all land in the contiguous United States is dedicated to grazing cattle, totaling an incredible 654 million acres. That's roughly equivalent to 2.6 million square kilometers, making up a striking 35% of the entire land area. This extensive use of land highlights the significance of beef production within American agriculture. When we account for cropland that specifically grows feed for these animals, the land used for this industry swells to 41%. It's astounding to think that each burger or steak you savor comes from such expansive landscapes. Moreover, these pastures contribute to significant economic activity, providing jobs and livelihoods for numerous farmers across the nation. Yet the reliance on these lands also brings challenges, including land management dilemmas and environmental concerns. As we relish the delicious products stemming from this vast agricultural system, it's essential to balance our consumption with a commitment to sustainable practices that protect these landscapes for future generations. Isn't it eye-opening to consider how cattle pastures shape our food systems? What if humans are more like strawberries than you think? It may sound surprising, but due to evolution, we share a remarkable amount of our genetic code with many living organisms. For instance, about 60% of human DNA is identical to that of a strawberry. This fascinating fact highlights the interconnectedness of life on Earth. Our DNA carries instructions for our bodies, determining everything from eye color to how we process food. Scientists believe that all living things share a common ancestor, which is why these genetic similarities exist. Whether you're a human, banana, or sea sponge, you can trace your genetic lineage back to that early life form. This discovery not only shows the unity within the diversity of life, but also helps researchers understand diseases, genetics, and even agricultural practices. So next time you munch on a strawberry, remember you're sharing a piece of genetic history with that juicy fruit. Isn't it amazing to think how intertwined our lives are with the natural world? Can you believe how Admiral Nelson returned home? After his death in the dramatic Battle of Trafalgar in 1805, Admiral Horatio Nelson was given an unusual farewell. To preserve his body for the journey back to England, officials placed him in a barrel filled with cognac. This remarkable choice allowed his body to be preserved during the long sea voyage. The Battle of Trafalgar was a crucial naval engagement where Nelson led the British fleet to victory against the combined French and Spanish forces. His heroic actions made him a celebrated figure in British history, and the manner of his return only added to his legendary status. When the ship arrived back in England, crowds gathered to pay their respects, and Nelson was granted a state funeral. The tale of him traveling in a cognac barrel may sound strange, but it highlights both the traditions of the time and the respect held for great leaders. What do you think about this quirky piece of military history? Why exactly does your body react in danger? The fight or flight response is a fascinating survival mechanism that kicks in when you face a perceived threat. Imagine walking in a forest and suddenly spotting a bear. Instantly, your body goes into action. This automatic physiological response releases adrenaline, a hormone that revs up your heart rate and makes you feel more alert. With your senses heightened, you can think faster and react quicker, whether you decide to confront the danger or make a swift getaway. This process is your body's way of preparing to tackle challenges or escape harm. Although it was vital for our ancestors in the wild, it still plays a significant role in today's world. Even when stressors are non-physical, like a looming deadline, your body can still react as if it's facing a real threat. Isn't it amazing how our biology helps us cope with danger? Is North Sentinel Island really that dangerous? This remote island in the Indian Ocean is home to the Sentinelese, an indigenous tribe that has maintained its isolation from the outside world for thousands of years. Their fierce dedication to protecting their territory has earned the island the title of the most dangerous in the world. Anyone who attempts to approach North Sentinel Island often faces hostility, as the Sentinelese are known to defend themselves vigorously, armed with bows and arrows. The tribe's policy of refusing contact with outsiders is not just a preference. It's a survival strategy. They have lived in their own way, untouched by modern civilization, leading to a unique culture and lifestyle that has remained intact for generations. Due to their limited exposure to diseases common to the outside world, any contact with outsiders could be devastating. As a result, the Indian government has implemented strict regulations to protect both the Sentinelese people and those curious about their world. Isn't it fascinating how this hidden island has managed to remain a mystery for so long? Here's what really happened when Chris Pratt lived in a van. Before stardom and blockbuster hits like Guardians of the Galaxy and Jurassic World, Chris Pratt had a completely different life on the enchanting island of Maui, Hawaii. Imagine being a budding actor so determined to chase your dreams that you decide to live in a van. During those early years, Pratt embraced a simple lifestyle, working as a waiter at a local restaurant just to make ends meet. Instead of living the glamorous life we associate with Hollywood stars, he faced daily challenges while remaining hopeful about his acting career. His life took a turn when a film director spotted him, leading to the remarkable opportunities that would follow. This period in a van taught Chris resilience and hard work, reminding us that often the path to success is paved with unexpected experiences. Nowadays, when we see him on the big screen, we can appreciate the incredible journey he took, from waiting tables in Hawaii to becoming a household name. What do you think about his transformation? Why exactly does the panda ant look so unique? This fascinating insect, often mistaken for a fuzzy cross between a panda and an ant, is actually a type of wasp. The panda ant's striking black and white color scheme isn't just for show, it's a clever survival tactic. By blending in with its surroundings, this insect can avoid predators while simultaneously sending a clear warning with its vivid patterns. Many potential attackers learn that bright colors can indicate danger, and that's where this insect's charm lies. But here's the twist. Despite its cute appearance, the panda ant packs a potent sting, making it a true marvel of nature. These remarkable creatures can be found in parts of South America, particularly in Chile, where they thrive in diverse habitats. Next time you see a panda ant, remember it's more than just its looks. It's a smart survivor in the insect world. Is it really true that Darwin tasted exotic animals? Charles Darwin, widely celebrated as the father of evolution, had an unusual method for understanding the creatures he studied. He tasted them. As part of Cambridge's Gourmet Club, Darwin took culinary curiosity to a whole new level. His adventurous palate led him to sample a variety of exotic animals, including armadillos and owls. But why would a scientist do this? Darwin believed that by experiencing the flavors and textures of these animals, he could gain a deeper understanding of their biology and behavior. This fascinating approach highlights his hands-on attitude toward learning and the lengths he would go to gather knowledge. For Darwin, studying nature was not just about observation, it was about immersing himself completely in the natural world. Can you imagine how different the study of biology would be if everyone adopted his unique approach? Have you ever wondered why texting feels easier? Studies show that around 95% of people express their thoughts and feelings more openly through text messages than in person. This surprising fact highlights how communication in our digital age often allows for greater honesty. For many, typing out a message can feel less intimidating than speaking face-to-face. This is particularly noticeable in therapeutic settings, where some patients find it much easier to share their emotions and personal challenges with psychologists via text. The distance created by a screen seems to lower anxiety and allow for more candid conversations. Whether it's a matter of needing time to think or simply feeling safe behind a screen, texting gives individuals a voice they might struggle to find in direct conversations. So next time you share your feelings through a text, remember you're not alone. Many others prefer this form of honest communication too. Meet the fascinating pink Amazon river dolphin. This remarkable creature is not only the largest of the river dolphins, but also one of the most colorful. With its striking pink hue, the Amazon river dolphin stands out in the dark waters of the Amazon and Orinoco basins. Why pink, you might wonder? Well, their color can vary from pale gray to deep pink, and it often brightens with age or during exciting social interactions. These dolphins are incredibly intelligent, displaying complex behaviors that show their problem-solving skills and social dynamics. They can even work together to catch fish, using clever hunting tactics. Besides their playful nature, these dolphins are significant for their ecosystems, helping to maintain the health of the rivers they call home. Sadly, the pink Amazon River dolphin faces threats from habitat destruction and pollution, making conservation efforts essential for their survival. Understanding these unique creatures is vital to preserving their future. Isn't it amazing to learn about such extraordinary beings in our world? Discover the mystery of Bermeja Island. This elusive landmass appeared on 16th and 17th century maps near the coast of Mexico, sparking intrigue and debate among historians and cartographers. Despite its prominent representation on these maps, the island has vanished without a trace, giving rise to various theories about its existence. Some experts suggest it may have never existed at all, while others speculate that it sank beneath the waves due to seismic activity or political turmoil in the region. The mystery deepened in 2009 when advanced surveys conducted to locate its remnants ultimately came up empty-handed. This leaves Bermeja Island as one of the most enduring puzzles in the world of cartography. Why was it ever depicted if it wasn't real? What happened to this phantom island? The answers remain hidden, fueling curiosity and prompting more questions about our past and the accuracy of historical maps. Why exactly does the Sapsali chase away ghosts? The Sapsali is a fascinating dog breed from Korea, steeped in rich history and legend. Known for its fluffy coat and friendly demeanor, this breed was traditionally believed to possess the mystical ability to chase away ghosts and evil spirits. According to folklore, these dogs were often kept by families to protect their homes from malevolent forces, showcasing how deeply ingrained they are in Korean culture. The Sapsali's unique appearance, with their long ears and round faces, makes them quite endearing, and their loyal nature adds to their charm. Because of this historical belief, Sapsalis were sometimes featured in rituals meant to ward off negativity, making them a symbol of protection and good fortune. Today, while many people love them for their companionship, the magic and mystery surrounding the Sapsali still capture imaginations. Could this dog be your next furry guardian? Did you know that Dolly Parton lost to a drag queen? During an unexpected twist in her career, country music icon Dolly Parton decided to enter a look-alike contest for herself, but she did it anonymously. To her surprise, she didn't win the contest. Instead, a talented drag queen took home the title. This amusing episode reveals how even the original can sometimes be overshadowed by a striking imitation. The contest drew little attention to Parton herself, making it a charming moment where fame took a backseat to fun. It also highlights the creative power of drag culture, showcasing how performers can celebrate and reinterpret music legends. Dolly's playful spirit and sense of humor through the whole experience emphasize her love for entertainment and acceptance of all art forms. Isn't it fascinating how in the world of showbiz, surprises like this can happen? Did you know Martin Niemöller once supported the Nazis? This fact might shock you, considering Niemöller is best known for his powerful anti-totalitarian poem, First They Came For. While he later became an outspoken critic of the Nazi regime, it's hard to believe that he initially voted for them in 1924, 1928, and 1933. At that time, he identified himself as a self-professed anti-Semite, which adds a complex layer to his later transformation. Niemöller's poem is often cited as a poignant reminder of the importance of standing up against oppression and injustice. He famously expressed regret for not speaking out earlier when his fellow citizens were persecuted, highlighting the dangers of complacency and indifference. Despite his troubled past, Niemöller later became a key figure in the Confessing Church, which opposed Hitler's policies. This dramatic shift showcases how individuals can evolve and advocate for change, even after once supporting harmful ideologies. How do you think his journey influences our views on responsibility and activism today? Is it really true that compasses point north? Absolutely. Compasses align themselves with the Earth's magnetic field, which acts like a giant magnet. This incredible phenomenon has guided explorers, sailors, and adventurers for centuries, providing them with a reliable way to find their way. The Earth is essentially a massive magnet with magnetic poles, creating a magnetic field that extends far beyond our planet's surface. When you use a compass, the needle is magnetized, allowing it to swing freely and point towards the magnetic North Pole. This simple but powerful tool has changed the course of history, enabling explorers to navigate uncharted territories and leading to discoveries that shaped our world. Before compasses, navigators relied on the stars and landmarks, which could be unreliable at times. Today, compasses continue to play a vital role in outdoor activities like hiking and camping, helping people find their way in the wilderness. So the next time you see a compass, remember its fascinating connection to the Earth's magnetic secrets. Did you know Celsius and Kelvin are closely linked? The Celsius and Kelvin temperature scales are both essential in science, particularly in fields like physics and chemistry. Celsius is commonly used in everyday life, where water freezes at 0 degrees and boils at 100 degrees. On the other hand, Kelvin is the scale scientists favor, especially when introducing concepts like absolute zero, which is the point where particles have minimum thermal motion. The fascinating part is that there's a straightforward mathematical connection between these two scales. 0 degrees Celsius equals 273.15 Kelvin. This means that whenever you want to convert Celsius to Kelvin, you simply add 273.15. This transformation is vital in scientific calculations, as Kelvin provides an absolute reference point, making it easier to describe the behavior of gases or the conditions of space. Who knew that a simple number could bridge such important concepts? Have you ever wondered about paracetamol dangers for dogs? This common pain reliever, often taken by humans for headaches or minor aches, can be highly toxic for our furry friends. Dogs process medications differently than we do, causing paracetamol to reach dangerous levels in their systems. When a dog ingests paracetamol, it can lead to symptoms like vomiting, diarrhea, lethargy, and loss of appetite. In severe cases, this can even result in liver failure or death. It's important for pet owners to be aware that while it may seem harmless, giving your dog paracetamol can have dire consequences. If you suspect your dog has ingested this drug, seek veterinary help immediately. Always consult your veterinarian before giving any medication and look for safer alternatives designed specifically for dogs to keep them healthy and safe. Can you imagine a world without Napster? When Napster launched in 1999, it changed everything about how we listen to music. This innovative platform allowed users to share and download songs for free, amassing a staggering 26.4 million users in no time. Before Napster, buying CDs was the norm, but suddenly people could access millions of tracks with just a few clicks. This shift led to a fierce debate about copyright and the future of music distribution. Artists, record labels, and fans grappled with the implications of sharing music online. Napster sparked a revolution, inspiring the creation of other platforms and eventually leading to the streaming services we use today, like Spotify and Apple Music. It wasn't just about the music, it was about empowering listeners and changing industry dynamics forever. So, what do you think the world would look like if Napster never existed? Meet the golden dart frog, nature's tiny poison factory. This incredible creature resides in the vibrant rainforests of Colombia and Panama, and it holds the title of the most toxic vertebrate on Earth. Imagine a small, colorful frog, often no bigger than a dime, packing enough venom to potentially kill 10 adult humans. The golden dart frog's skin secretes a potent toxin called batrachotoxin, which is so powerful that just a tiny amount can be lethal. Indigenous people historically use this toxin to coat their blowgun darts, making hunting not only a skill, but also a deadly endeavor. The bright colors of these frogs signal danger to predators, a classic example of nature's warning system. Interestingly, these frogs derive their toxicity from their diet, specifically from the ants and other small insects they consume in the wild. In captivity, without access to these specific food sources, they lose their deadly power. Isn't it fascinating how such a small animal can have such a significant impact? You won't believe this about octopus limbs. Many people think octopuses have tentacles, but that's not quite right. In fact, octopuses possess 8 limbs called arms, which are quite different from tentacles. Tentacles are specialized limbs that have suckers only at their tips, like those of squid and cuttlefish. Octopus arms, on the other hand, are equipped with suckers along most of their length, allowing for incredible grip and manipulation of objects. This unique structure helps octopuses perform astonishing feats, like opening jars and interacting with their environment in clever ways. Plus, their arms are incredibly flexible and can even taste what they touch. So next time you see an octopus, remember, it's not just about the number of limbs. The way those arms work makes them truly special in the animal kingdom. Isn't that fascinating? Uncover the roots of Irish surnames and heritage. The prefix O in names like O'Reilly and O'Brien means descendant of, linking individuals to their notable ancestors. This connection offers a glimpse into the rich tapestry of Irish culture, where lineage plays a vital role in identity. In the past, having a well-known ancestor could elevate one's status within the community. These surnames not only highlight family ties, but also echo centuries of history and tradition, making each name a story of its own. For instance, O'Neill refers to the lineage of the powerful kings of Ulster, while O'Donnell signifies descent from another influential family. This emphasis on ancestry is a powerful reminder of where we come from and how our histories shape who we are today. In modern society, Irish surnames connect people to their roots, fostering a sense of belonging. So the next time you hear an Irish surname, remember it's more than just a name. It's a link to a rich heritage and a legacy worth celebrating. Can you believe woodpeckers peck 20 times every second? These remarkable birds have a unique ability that helps them find food and make homes. With their strong beaks, they strike tree trunks rapidly, often reaching a staggering 8,000 to 12,000 pecks in just one day. This incredible pecking not only uncovers tasty insects hidden in the bark, but also creates suitable nesting sites for their chicks. Woodpeckers have specially designed skulls to absorb the shock from their swift pecking, protecting their brains from injury. As they drum on the trees, they can hear the sounds of the insects inside, honing in on their next meal. Besides being skilled foragers, woodpeckers play a vital role in forest ecosystems. By creating holes in wood, they help other animals, like bats and insects, find homes too. Next time you hear that rhythmic tapping in the woods, remember it's a woodpecker at work, showcasing nature's amazing adaptability. Isn't it fascinating how one bird can impact its entire environment? Did you ever hear about Charade's copyright mistake? In 1963, Universal Pictures made a significant blunder when they released the classic film Charade without the required copyright notice. At that time, proper copyright notices were essential for protecting a film's intellectual property. Because of this oversight, Charade entered the public domain in the United States the moment it premiered. This unusual situation meant that anyone could freely distribute, copy, or even adapt the film without facing legal issues. The film, which stars Audrey Hepburn and Cary Grant, became a beloved favorite, but its surprising status as a public domain work led to a range of interpretations and adaptations by various filmmakers and artists. It's thought-provoking to consider how one simple oversight can change the fate of a cinematic classic. Have you seen this iconic film knowing it was once a free-for-all? Meet the stunning betta fish from Southeast Asia. This beautiful creature, also known as Betta splendens, is celebrated for its vibrant colors and long, flowing fins that resemble delicate wings. Originally found in the warm waters of Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam, the betta fish has become a favorite among aquarists around the globe. Their mesmerizing appearance isn't their only charm. They also have interesting personalities. Many betta fish exhibit unique behaviors, showing both curiosity and territorial tendencies. While males are renowned for their elaborate displays, especially when competing for attention, females have their own charm with softer hues and graceful shapes. Unfortunately, this beauty comes with a catch. Male bettas can't be kept together due to their aggressive nature. This makes them perfect for individual tanks where they can thrive without stress. If you're thinking about adding a betta fish to your home, you'll not only enjoy its striking visuals but also its engaging antics. Truly a captivating pet for fish enthusiasts. Is it really true that steel is frozen at room temperature? The answer is yes. Steel is in a solid state at room temperature because of its high melting point, which is around 1,500 degrees Celsius. This means that when steel is made, it starts as molten metal and freezes, or solidifies into its final shape as it cools. It's fascinating to think about how this process gives steel its strength and durability. However, even though steel feels solid, it can experience tiny changes over time. For instance, factors like slow oxidation can occur, affecting the surface of the steel. Additionally, stress-induced deformation can happen if the steel is under pressure for a long time. So while it seems unchanging, steel is a dynamic material that can evolve, proving that even the toughest materials have secrets beneath the surface. Prepare to be amazed by the Outer Banks' history. This stunning stretch of barrier islands off North Carolina's coast is often called the graveyard of the Atlantic. Why, you ask? Over the centuries, thousands of ships have met their fate in these treacherous waters, leading to countless shipwrecks that tell tales of adventure and tragedy. The shallow waters, shifting sandbars, and unpredictable storms have made navigation a real challenge, resulting in a shipwreck hotspot. Many sailors have fallen victim to this eerie reputation, with local lore filled with ghost stories and treasure hunts. Today, the Outer Banks not only attract tourists eager to soak in the sun and surf, but also those intrigued by maritime history. Diving and snorkeling among the wrecks give a glimpse into what lies beneath the waves, making it a fascinating destination for anyone curious about history and nature. Are you ready to explore this enchanting yet perilous area? Did you know that only female mosquitoes bite? This surprising fact comes from their need for protein, which they obtain from blood to produce their eggs. While both male and female mosquitoes start their lives in water, the males lead a more peaceful existence, mainly sipping on plant juices and nectar for energy. Females, on the other hand, take to the skies in search of a blood meal. Their biting behavior ensures they can gather enough nutrients to develop their eggs. Interestingly, female mosquitoes are equipped with specialized mouthparts called proboscis, allowing them to pierce the skin and access blood vessels. They are attracted to carbon dioxide, heat, and body odor, making certain people more appealing targets. So next time you swat away a buzzing mosquito, remember that it's the female doing the biting to fulfill her reproductive needs. This might surprise you. Epigen's feathers weigh more than its bones. Unlike most birds, which have lightweight hollow bones designed for flight, Epigen breaks the mold with an astonishing twist. Imagine a bird whose feathers are heavier than its entire bony structure. This unique feature, found in Epigen, challenges our understanding of how birds adapt to their environments. While those delicate and slender feathers might seem like they should be light, they actually provide the bird with insulation, which is crucial for survival in colder climates. The extra weight from the feathers means that Epigen has to rely more on its muscle strength and flight technique. As researchers study such exceptional traits, they gain valuable insights into the fascinating world of avian biology. How does Epigen manage to soar despite this unusual characteristic? You might be shocked to learn that Adrien Brody made history. At just 29 years old, he won the Academy Award for Best Actor for his incredible performance in The Pianist. This achievement made him the youngest actor ever to receive this prestigious award, a remarkable feat in an industry filled with seasoned talent. Playing the role of Władysław Szpilman, a Jewish pianist who survived the Holocaust, Brody delivered a heartfelt and gripping portrayal that left audiences in awe. Surprisingly, despite this monumental moment, he celebrated without the traditional cake, focusing instead on the significance of the win. Brody's victory not only highlighted his exceptional talent, but also demonstrated that passion and dedication can lead to extraordinary accomplishments at a young age. His achievement continues to inspire aspiring actors who dream of making their mark in Hollywood. What other young talents might rise to the occasion next? Hard to believe, but corgis were herding dogs. These adorable short-legged companions were originally bred to help farmers manage livestock, especially cows. Their small size and agile bodies allowed them to weave in and out among larger animals with ease. Imagine a corgi darting around a herd, barking and guiding the cows in the right direction. This unique ability made them invaluable to farmers in Wales, where they were first developed. Corgis are not just cute, They are smart, energetic, and hardworking. They would nip at the heels of cattle to keep them in line, showcasing their cleverness and bravery despite their size. Over the years, the breed has transitioned from the fields to our homes, winning hearts as beloved pets. Today, corgis are famous for their playful nature and loyalty, but their herding roots remind us of their fascinating history. Guess what really drives the Amazonian giant centipede? This remarkable predator has a fascinating approach to hunting that makes it stand out in the animal kingdom. The Amazonian giant centipede, known scientifically as Scolopendra gigantea, can reach impressive lengths of up to a foot. This incredible creature ambushes its prey by lurking from high spots, like cave ceilings, where it patiently waits for unsuspecting birds, frogs, or even bats to pass by. When the moment is right, it strikes with lightning speed, using its sharp pincers to grab hold of its target. Adaptability is key to its success. This centipede thrives in various environments, showcasing an impressive ability to hunt and survive. With a diet that includes not just insects but small vertebrates, these centipedes highlight how some species have evolved extraordinary strategies for survival. How many other animals have such unique hunting methods? Have you ever wondered why old books smell so good? A UK company recently launched a unique perfume that captures the nostalgic scent of ancient pages, appealing to bibliophiles everywhere. This fragrance reveals the essence of old books, with notes reminiscent of musty pages and forgotten stories, evoking a cozy feeling of being surrounded by literary treasures. For many book lovers, the aroma of aged paper brings back cherished memories of favorite novels, spent hours in libraries and adventures in distant lands through stories. However, this perfume raises intriguing questions about our desires. Do we really want to smell like a musty library? Or is it the nostalgia that we crave? While some may find the scent delightful and comforting, others might wonder if wearing it translates to being labeled as eccentric. Regardless, this innovative fragrance offers a thrilling way to celebrate literature and personal nostalgia, blending the love for books with our senses. What do you think? Would you wear the scent of stories? Hard to believe, but Jack Black learned guitar late. Before becoming the rock star and actor we know today, Jack Black didn't pick up the guitar until he was 23 years old. Can you imagine? At that time, he turned to his friend Kyle Gass for help. In a unique twist of fate, Kyle agreed to teach Jack in exchange for meals from the fast food chain, Jack in the Box. This arrangement not only made for solid guitar lessons, but also created a powerful friendship that blossomed into the hilarious rock duo, Tenacious D. They combined their love for music with comedy, capturing the hearts of fans everywhere. Black's late start didn't hold him back. Instead, it makes his journey inspiring. It shows that it's never too late to learn something new or pursue your dreams. What would you learn if you had the chance? What if I told you the internet weighs as much as a strawberry? Believe it or not, the total weight of all the data buzzing around in cyberspace is roughly equivalent to that of a large strawberry, weighing about 50 grams. This mind-boggling fact highlights how light and insubstantial digital information really is. Each time you send an email, stream a video, or scroll through social media, you're moving electrons that exist in a state of constant flow. Even with millions of websites, videos, and photos available online, the electrons responsible for that wealth of information combine to have an amazingly tiny mass. To put this in perspective, it's similar to carrying just a single piece of fruit in your hand. As technology continues to advance, we constantly create more data, but the weight remains astonishingly minimal. So next time you're online, remember that the enormous virtual world around you is surprisingly light, almost like it exists in a realm beyond the physical. Isn't it crazy how something so vast is also so light? Let's uncover the truth about gladiators. The world of gladiators is full of intrigue and danger, far beyond the popular images we see in movies. Historically, gladiators were not just similar warriors. They came from diverse backgrounds and trained in different ways. A striking example occurred in 2013 when a modern-day gladiator tragically lost his life during a live performance in Japan. This event highlighted the significant risks that can come with such brutal exhibitions. While some gladiators engage in combat for glory and entertainment, others face serious injuries or even death. These fighters had to endure rigorous training and often fought against fierce opponents in front of cheering crowds. The drama surrounding gladiators, whether ancient or modern, raises important questions about the ethics and safety of such spectacles. Should we still admire these brave souls, knowing the dangers they face? Did you know about the world's golden hotel? The Dolce by Wyndham Hanoi. Golden Lake is an extraordinary place, as it is recognized by the International Union of Records for being the only hotel in the world that features gold-plated tiles. Imagine stepping into a shimmering paradise where even the walls glisten with a luxurious golden hue. Located in Vietnam's bustling capital, Hanoi, this stunning hotel combines elegance with opulence, making it a favorite destination for travelers seeking a unique experience. With over 24-karat gold tiles used in its stunning design, guests can enjoy a lavish atmosphere that feels like stepping into a dream. From the bathroom fixtures to the swimming pool, gold is everywhere. So whether you're a fan of luxury or just curious about unique places, visiting this hotel is sure to be a memorable experience. Who wouldn't want to stay in a hotel made of gold? Have you ever wondered about the chilling story of Neville Heath? This British serial killer is infamous for brutally murdering at least 8 women, including his own wife, in the grim setting of his London flat during the 1940s and 1950s. Heath would lure his victims to his home, where he committed these horrific crimes. In a disturbing twist, he buried their bodies in his garden, and even within the walls of his apartment, a haunting reminder of his monstrous actions. The mystery surrounding his motives and the sheer number of lives he destroyed left many baffled. His capture and trial captivated the British public and sparked conversations about crime and justice. Heath's sickening legacy raises questions about humanity's darker side and the thresholds of evil. How could someone commit such dreadful acts and remain undetected for so long? Today, his story endures as a chilling example of true crime in history. Believe it or not, cocktail umbrellas hide a secret. These charming little decorations, often seen perched on fruity drinks, have a quirky twist that might surprise you. If you carefully unwrap the white paper tube inside the umbrella, you'll often discover a snippet of Chinese newspaper. This delightful detail not only adds an element of surprise to your drink, but also highlights a fascinating part of global trade. The umbrellas themselves are mass-produced in factories, primarily in China, where they are assembled by hand before making their way to bartenders around the world. The inclusion of newspaper snippets is a creative way to use leftover materials, giving a fun flair to your beverage. So next time you sip on a tropical cocktail, take a moment to consider the journey of that tiny umbrella and the interesting story it tells about global connections and the art of making drinks a bit more festive. Prepare to be amazed by the birth of basketball. In the winter of 1891, Dr. James Naismith faced a challenge: how to keep his students engaged indoors at Springfield College during the chilly months. Instead of letting them grumble about being cooped up, he developed a game that would change the world of sports forever. Using a simple peach basket and a soccer ball, Naismith crafted rules for a new game that combined skill and teamwork. Players would aim to toss the soccer ball into the elevated peach baskets, trying to outscore one another. This inventive creation transformed the dreary winter days into thrilling competitions, capturing the attention of students and eventually communities. As word spread, basketball evolved rapidly, becoming a global phenomenon played in gyms and parks worldwide. Who knew a simple indoor activity could lead to such an iconic sport? Guess what really drives pink beaches? The stunning pinkish sand found on certain shores comes from tiny marine organisms called foraminifera. These fascinating creatures live in the ocean and build their homes using calcium carbonate, creating colorful shells. When foraminifera die, their reddish shells wash up onto the beach and mix with the white sand. This delightful combination gives the beach its unique pink hue, making it a hotspot for visitors who want to enjoy the incredible views. Beaches like Pink Sands Beach in the Bahamas showcase this beautiful phenomenon, attracting tourists eager to walk on the delicate pastel sand and splash in the turquoise waters. So next time you see a beach with a rosy tint, remember that these tiny sea creatures played a big role in creating that breathtaking landscape. Have you ever visited a pink beach? Here's a wild fact about pea crabs and their hosts. These fascinating creatures are tiny crustaceans that have a unique way of life. Pea crabs, often no larger than a pea, spend their entire existence nestled safely inside the shells of oysters, clams, and mussels. This lifestyle may sound cozy, but it comes with its own challenges. As they settle into their host shells, pea crabs rely on them not just for protection, but also for food. They cleverly sneak bites of the nutrients meant for their hosts, which stirs a peculiar relationship between the two. This type of interaction is known as symbiosis, where one organism benefits while the other might be hurt. Though most of the time, the relationship is pretty balanced. While pea crabs enjoy their free rides, they contribute to their host's ecosystem in subtle ways. This eccentric lifestyle showcases nature's creativity, revealing how species can adapt and thrive in unusual circumstances. Who knew that such little critters could have such an interesting life in the ocean's depths? A unique family setup with quaternary twins. Imagine two couples living together and having children at the same time, creating a special bond that goes beyond the typical cousin relationship. This remarkable story started when the couples met at a twin convention in 2017, igniting a friendship that blossomed into a shared life under one roof. Each couple welcomed their baby around the same time, resulting in children who are not only cousins, but also quaternary twins, as they share a distinctive familial connection. This unique arrangement fosters an environment of collaboration, fun, and closeness, as both families navigate parenthood together. Picture playdates happening every day, with each little one growing up alongside their built-in buddies. This unconventional family dynamic sparks curiosity and joy, blending parenting responsibilities while strengthening their bond. How do you feel about this fresh approach to family life? What if I told you clocks have a fascinating history? The reason our clocks move clockwise actually traces back to ancient sundials. In the Northern Hemisphere, sundials were our first timekeeping devices, using the sun's position to cast shadows. As the sun travels across the sky from east to west, it creates shadows that move in a circular motion, which naturally leads to a clockwise direction. Early clockmakers mimicked this movement when designing mechanical clocks in the 14th century, solidifying the clockwise standard we still use today. Interestingly, this is why clocks in the Southern Hemisphere appear to run counterclockwise. The design choice was a blend of practicality and tradition, helping us track time in a way that felt familiar. It's incredible how this simple observation of nature shaped the way we perceive and manage time. Have you ever wondered how other inventions are influenced by nature? Ever thought about why we throw food at ghosts? Every year in Ghana, the unique Homo Festival takes place, bringing communities together for a colorful celebration aimed at warding off evil spirits. During this lively event, participants toss a special dish made of mashed maize known as kepapoi into the air. This playful act symbolizes not just a mockery of hunger, but also a spirited fight against unseen adversaries that threaten their peace. Imagine people laughing, dancing, and flinging kepapoi around, all while creating an atmosphere filled with joy and camaraderie. The festival serves as a reminder of the communal spirit and culture of resilience, as everyone comes together to honor their traditions and beliefs. So, next time you see a food fight, remember that it might just be a powerful way to cast away negativity, like in Ghana's Homo Festival, and reflect on the ways different cultures celebrate life's challenges. You'll be amazed by the Boeing 727 house transformation. This unique home repurposes an old Boeing 727 aircraft into a cozy living space like no other. Imagine stepping into the living room, once a regular airplane cabin, now a beautiful area filled with large windows letting in breathtaking views of the forest. It's a perfect spot to relax and enjoy nature's beauty right from your couch. At the back of the plane, the bedroom invites you with its simplicity and comfort, offering a peaceful retreat after a long day. The bathroom, while keeping its original airplane charm, now comes equipped with modern comforts, making everyday life much easier. This creative blend of the old and new not only showcases innovative design, but also gives a nod to aviation history. Living in a plane like this must feel like having a first-class seat to life's adventures. What do you think it's like to call an airplane your home? Here's a wild fact about cultural traditions. Our customs shape who we are, but they also face challenges when outside influences come into play. Imagine a small town that has celebrated the same festival for generations. This community values its heritage deeply, yet when new trends and ideas from the outside world seep in, they can create tension. Local traditions might clash with these fresh perspectives, leading to a struggle between keeping the old ways alive and embracing change. For example, some traditional dances may evolve to include modern music, while others might resist adaptation, fearing a loss of identity. This dynamic illustrates how cultures are always in flux, constantly reacting to both their history and the wider world. The question is, can we find a balance that honors our roots while remaining open to new experiences? Is it really true that McKinley gave away his charm? On September 6, 1901, President William McKinley, who was the 25th President of the United States, had an unusual encounter that would lead to a tragic fate. After finishing a speech at the Pan American Exposition in Buffalo, New York, he spotted a young girl in the crowd and handed her his good luck charm, a vibrant red carnation. Just minutes later, a man approached McKinley under the pretense of greeting him. Unbeknownst to everyone, this was an assassin named Leon Czolgosz, who had concealed a revolver in a handkerchief. Czolgosz shot McKinley twice at close range, causing grave injuries. Although he initially seemed to recover, infections led to his untimely death a week later. This fateful moment serves as a reminder of how quickly life can change, one small gesture leading to such monumental consequences. This might surprise you. Fish can be quite dramatic. If you think fish are just calm swimmers, think again. Some species exhibit behaviors that feel like they're channeling their inner passive-aggressive neighbor. When divers enter the water, certain curious fish often follow them closely, almost like they want to investigate what those human visitors are up to. It's as if they're sizing up the divers or watching their every move. Then there are those fish that seem convinced their own reflection is an intruder. They puff up and gesture aggressively, displaying behaviors that resemble fights. This reflects a fascinating aspect of their psychology. They may feel threatened by a competitor in their territory, even if it's just themselves in a shiny surface. These quirky behaviors add a splash of personality to the underwater world, showing us that fish, much like us, have their own ways of expressing feelings and guarding their spaces. Hard to believe, but Africa has 54 unique countries. This amazing number makes Africa the continent with the highest number of nations in the world. Each of these countries is a vibrant piece of a larger puzzle, showcasing diverse cultures, languages, and histories. In fact, over 2,000 languages are spoken across the continent, representing a rich tapestry of ethnic groups. From the bustling markets of Marrakech to the wildlife of the Serengeti, Africa offers a wide array of traditions and experiences. The continent's geopolitical story is complex, shaped by colonization and independence movements that have paved the way for the current efforts toward unity and development. Each country's journey contributes to Africa's dynamic identity and its influential role on the global stage. With such diversity, one can only wonder how these nations will continue to evolve in the future. Prepare to be stunned by the golden frog. This incredible creature, native to Colombia, holds the title of one of the most poisonous animals on Earth. Imagine a small, vibrant frog about the size of a golf ball with bright yellow skin that catches your eye. But don't let its colorful appearance fool you. The golden frog's skin contains a potent toxin called batrachotoxin, which is powerful enough to kill 10 adult humans. Indigenous people have used this toxin for centuries to coat their blowgun darts for hunting. Such natural defenses are fascinating, showcasing how evolution shapes survival strategies in the wild. Sadly, the golden frog is facing threats from habitat loss and climate change, leading to its decline. Conservation efforts are underway to protect these stunning amphibians and their habitats, but every effort counts. So next time you hear about this unique frog, remember its beauty comes with a deadly secret. How will we protect such a treasure of nature? Did you know that déjà vu mystifies our minds? This fascinating phenomenon occurs when you feel like you've lived a moment before, even though it's happening for the first time. In addition to déjà vu, there's jamais vu, which describes the opposite experience, where familiar scenes feel strange and foreign. These concepts illustrate the complexities of our perception and cognition, revealing just how intricate the human brain truly is. Psychologists study these occurrences to understand memory, recognition, and how our brains process experiences. It's like delving into a jungle filled with hidden paths and riddles. Researchers continue to explore why some people experience these sensations more than others and what they might reveal about our consciousness. The brain remains one of the greatest mysteries of all time. Isn't it exciting to think about what more we might discover? Did you know the Lincoln Memorial is on the $5 bill? This iconic memorial, dedicated to Abraham Lincoln, graces the reverse side of the U.S. $5 note, which also lists all 50 states. This design beautifully symbolizes the unity and democracy that Lincoln worked so hard to preserve during the Civil War. On the front of the bill, you can find a prominent portrait of Lincoln himself, reminding us of his powerful legacy. Collectors and everyday users alike admire the intricate details present in U.S. currency, from the beautifully crafted portraits to the unique symbols that represent American history. The memorial stands as a tribute to Lincoln's commitment to holding the nation together during one of its darkest times, serving as both a reminder of the past and an inspiration for the future. Every time someone pulls out a $5 bill, they not only use money but also carry a piece of national pride and artistry in their pocket. Isn't it fascinating how such a small item can hold so much meaning? Hard to believe, but cucumbers fight bad breath. Ever find yourself caught in an awkward moment because of bad breath? If so, you might want to try a cucumber slice. Simply hold a slice on the roof of your mouth for a minute. It may sound unusual, but cucumbers can actually neutralize bad breath. This is because they contain certain properties that help kill the bacteria responsible for that unpleasant odor. When you place a cucumber slice in your mouth, it releases water and phytochemicals, both of which have antibacterial effects. So not only does it freshen your breath, but it also aids in hydration. Next time you're in a pinch, remember this crunchy, refreshing vegetable can be a natural breath freshener. How easy is that? Instead of reaching for mints, grab a cucumber and enjoy its fresh taste while banishing bad breath. Let's uncover the truth about evening rainbows. Did you know rainbows can appear not just during the day, but also in the evening? That's right. When sunlight passes through water droplets in the atmosphere, it bends and splits into various colors, creating that beautiful arc we love. If you find yourself outside when the sun shines brightly and there's a little rain in the evening, keep your eyes peeled. Rainbows are especially vivid during the golden hour, which is that magical time just before sunset, when the light is soft and warm. This combination of conditions often results in a stunning display, with colors that seem to dance in the sky. Evening rainbows can feel even more enchanting compared to their daytime counterparts, as they shimmer against the backdrop of a setting sun. So next time it rains while the sun shines, remember, a vibrant evening rainbow might just be waiting for you. Here's what actually happens when China raises pigs. China is home to about half of the world's pig population, which makes it the largest producer and consumer of pork globally. This staggering number means that, when you think of pork dishes, you can bet a good chunk comes from Chinese farms. Pigs are vital to China's economy, providing millions of jobs and sustaining countless families. The demand for pork is also significant because it's a staple protein in many Chinese households, featuring prominently in traditional dishes like dumplings and roasted pork. As pork prices fluctuate, they can impact everything from local markets to national policies, as the country strives to provide enough food for its vast population. With advancements in farming techniques and technology, China continues to lead the way in pig farming, ensuring that it meets the needs of its people while impacting global pork supply chains. How does this influence your favorite meals? Did you know Roger Chenevin creates multiple masterpieces at once? This exceptional artist has a unique ability to juggle multiple paintings simultaneously, which is no small feat. Roger's meticulous attention to detail and mastery of various techniques set her apart in the art world. While many artists focus on one piece at a time, she thrives on the challenge of managing several projects, skillfully expressing her creativity across diverse canvases. Her approach enables her to explore different styles and ideas without compromising the quality of her work. Imagine standing in her studio, surrounded by vibrant colors and half-finished masterpieces, each telling a different story. Roger's workflow involves carefully planning out her projects, allowing her to switch between them as inspiration strikes. This not only keeps her engaged, but also leads to surprising combinations of techniques and themes. If you're an art lover or just curious about creative processes, her ability to balance multiple projects is truly inspiring. How does she maintain such focus and creativity? That's a question many aspiring artists would love to ask. Here's what actually happens when bananas evolve. Wild bananas were far from the soft, sweet treats we know today. In their natural state, these bananas were tough and packed with large, hard seeds, making them quite unappetizing. Over time, farmers noticed these wild varieties and began selectively breeding them for their desirable traits. This process led to the creation of the soft, seedless bananas we now find in grocery stores. However, this breeding also resulted in a monoculture, where vast plantations grow genetically identical plants. While this makes bananas easier and cheaper to produce, it also poses risks. If a disease strikes one of these plants, it can quickly spread and wipe out entire crops. Today, the Cavendish banana is the most common variety, but its vulnerability raises questions about the sustainability of our banana supply. What will happen if our beloved Cavendish faces a significant threat? Did you know Nixon dominated Time magazine covers? Richard Nixon, the 37th President of the United States, holds an extraordinary record with a whopping 55 appearances on the cover of Time magazine, which spanned from 1952 until his death in 1994. This remarkable achievement reflects his substantial influence on American politics and society during his time. Nixon first appeared on the cover while serving as vice president and continued to make headlines throughout his presidency and beyond, captivating the public's attention. Each cover featured different stories about his policies, controversies, and the ever-changing political landscape of the era. His time in the spotlight included landmark achievements like the establishment of the Environmental Protection Agency and his visit to China, which opened diplomatic relations. However, it also encompassed the Watergate scandal, leading to his historic resignation. Nixon's presence on these covers not only documented a pivotal time in history, but also illustrates how one individual can significantly shape the national narrative. What do you think his legacy will be remembered as? Believe it or not, Switzerland is incredibly expensive. This beautiful country is famous for its stunning landscapes, delicious chocolate, and luxurious watches. The high cost of living in Switzerland can be surprising, especially for tourists hoping to visit. One major reason for these prices is the strong demand for accommodations and services, particularly during the crowded summer and winter travel peaks. Whether you're skiing in the Alps or wandering through charming cities like Zurich and Geneva, lodging and dining can really add up. And let's not forget that Switzerland is the birthplace of luxury watchmaking, home to brands like Rolex and Patek Philippe, which also contribute to the country's upscale reputation. While the breathtaking scenery and top-notch experiences are undoubtedly worth it, budget-conscious travelers often wonder how to enjoy Switzerland without breaking the bank. Believe it or not, tiny versions sparked big debates. Preformationism was a fascinating theory that captured the imagination of scientists between the 1600s and 1800s. Imagine a world where everyone believed that organisms developed from miniature versions of themselves, like a dollhouse model waiting to grow up. This idea suggested that a tiny version of an adult existed right from the start, just needing to grow larger over time. Proponents of this theory pictured embryos as tiny, already formed beings, just waiting to unfold. It piqued the interest of many famous scientists, driving them to explore the mysteries of life. But as our understanding of biology advanced, this theory faced strong challenges, especially with the discovery of cells and genetics in the 19th century. While preformationism eventually fell out of favor, it opened the door to discussions that shaped modern biology. Isn't it incredible how ideas evolve over time? You won't believe this about prime numbers. As of October 2024, the largest known prime number is truly astounding, boasting over 41 million digits. This enormous number was discovered through a collaborative effort known as the Great Internet Mersenne Prime Search, GIMPS, where math enthusiasts from around the world help find ever larger prime numbers. But there's more than just curiosity at play. GIMPS offers a monetary reward of over $3,000 for anyone who stumbles upon a new prime number, making the search exciting and competitive. Prime numbers are fascinating because they can only be divided by one in themselves, making them the building blocks of mathematics. Their applications stretch from encryption and computer security to patterns in nature. As we continue this thrilling quest for new primes, who knows what extraordinary numbers await discovery? What will the next prime number look like? Explore the beautiful architecture of Lamood Town. This vibrant town showcases a stunning blend of Swahili design, influenced by Arabic, Persian, Indian, and European styles. Each building tells a story, reflecting the intricate cultural heritage that shapes the area. The Swahili architecture often features coral stone, vibrant colors, and ornate carvings, creating a unique visual experience. As you stroll through the streets, you'll notice how the flat roofs and large windows promote airflow and keep homes cool, an essential feature in this warm climate. The town's architecture doesn't just serve practical purposes, it also represents the rich tapestry of its history and the diverse communities that have called Lamood Town home. From grand mosques adorned with beautiful tile work to bustling marketplaces filled with local crafts, every corner offers a glimpse into the fusion of traditions. Have you ever seen a place where cultures harmoniously blend together through architecture? Lamood Town is truly a testament to the power of diversity and unity, inviting everyone to admire its beauty. Is cheese the secret to sweet dreams? Recent studies suggest that munching on cheese before bed might actually help prevent nightmares. Researchers found that certain types of cheese could play a role in influencing your dreams due to their chemical composition. When you eat cheese, particularly varieties like cheddar or red Leicester, your body processes the amino acids and vitamins in it, leading to better sleep quality. These cheeses contain tryptophan, an essential amino acid that promotes relaxation and can enhance dream recall. The unique flavors of various cheeses also seem to affect the nature of our dreams. For instance, people who enjoyed blue cheese reported the most vivid dreams, often filled with bizarre and interesting scenarios. While science is still piecing together how exactly cheese impacts our nighttime experiences, it might be worth a try for those who often have restless nights. So next time you're craving a midnight snack, consider reaching for that cheese platter. Sweet dreams could be just a bite away. Guess what really drives the Gila monster's survival? These fascinating lizards, native to the southwestern United States and Mexico, are among the few venomous lizard species on the planet. Gila monsters store fat in their tails, which acts like a backup food supply during times when hunting is tough. This unique adaptation allows them to survive in harsh environments where food can be scarce. When Gila monsters do catch their prey, which often includes small mammals and bird eggs, they use their specialized grooved teeth to deliver venom. This venom may seem scary, but it serves two main purposes: protecting the lizard from predators and helping to immobilize their prey. Interestingly, Gila monsters are not aggressive unless threatened, and they spend most of their time basking in the sun or hiding in burrows during the hot part of the day. Isn't it amazing how nature equips creatures like Gila monsters to thrive in their environment? Can you imagine lighting your home with a bottle? The Moser lamp, invented by Brazilian mechanic Alfredo Moser, is a fantastic example of innovation at its best. Using just a 2-liter plastic bottle filled with water and a dash of bleach, it can produce light equivalent to a typical 60-watt bulb. To create this eco-friendly light source, You simply insert the bottle into a hole in your roof, allowing sunlight to shine through during the daytime. The water refracts the sunlight, illuminating your room beautifully without any electricity. This ingenious solution is especially valuable in regions lacking reliable power, offering brighter, safer homes for countless families. Moser found this simple design is not only cost-effective, but also sustainable, shining a light on how creativity can solve real-world problems. How many other everyday objects could be transformed into something so useful? Believe it or not, the crucian carp is a survival champ. This remarkable fish has an incredible ability to thrive in oxygen-poor environments, such as frozen lakes. When faced with low oxygen levels, crucian carp undergo a fascinating metabolic transformation. Instead of producing lactic acid like most fish would, they switch to producing alcohol, effectively turning their bodies into tiny distilleries. This unique adaptation allows them to survive for months without breathing oxygen. You might wonder how they do it. The crucian carp cells convert stored carbohydrates into ethanol, which they then release into the water. This process not only helps them survive, but also keeps their internal environment stable. So next time you think about survival tactics in nature, remember the crucian carp and its extraordinary way of turning a tough situation into a win. Isn't that an amazing survival strategy?